The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Shawn.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Monday, December 5th, right?
Yes.
Yeah. December 5th. Good morning. It is 5:30 right now. Big old raise for us.
Yeah, it's also minus 24 with a wind chill minus 35, which is much like last week. Very, very cold.
I didn't find it as cold as last week on my walk to work.
I'm going to be honest, I as well checked the temperature on my car and I was like, oh, it is cold, but it doesn't feel nearly as bad. Maybe we're acclimating.
Maybe because last week hurt walking to work. I mean, like you said, maybe we're acclimating to it because I was like, not that bad.
Yeah, last week I tied my scarf as tight as I could around my face. This morning I just left it around my neck.
Yeah, look at us, minus 30. We're just used to it now.
Well, the rest of Alberta, they have broken over 40 records for the cold in the first week of December.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did we?
No, of course not.
Oh,
apparently,
yeah, of course.
apparently we've been here before. We've felt this cold before. But Lacombe, Cardston, Nordegg, Pincher Creek, Banff, everyone else, they were like, wow, this is colder than it's ever been. Minus 32, record.
Welcome to the crew. Welcome to the life, baby. The rest of Alberta's getting that northern feeling.
It would appear that my YouTube thinks I have a cat.
Yeah, how come? What kind of videos are you talking like recommended videos?
Yes, recommended videos. Opened up my YouTube the other day to play a song I wanted to hear, and instead, the first suggested for you video was videos for cats to watch, and then it said,
just literally right there.
Yeah. Birds chirping, squirrels foraging. Like it was as if you wanted to put YouTube on for your cat and they could, jump at the screen?
Amazing.
Like for sure that these cats are not just going to sit there and be like, wow, what a nice video you put on. They're going to be like, I would like to eat that bird now. I will knock your TV over and make you have to go buy a new one for Boxing Day sales?
Did you bring this up with your husband? Maybe like, what were you watching?
I did. Neither of us could figure it out. But our YouTube now is just, of course, because we clicked on the cat video to see what it was all about. I know.
You went into the rabbit hole. You got sucked in.
It was a fail. It is now just cat video after cat video. It's like, it's not just videos for cats now. Now it's videos for humans of cats.
Yeah. Are they at least good?
We only clicked on the one, and now we're trying to get our YouTube back to what we like. We're not going to fall for this again. And as well, neither of us like cats. If we were going to pick an animal to have for a pet, cat would be at the very bottom of the list in the negatives.
Not anymore. Not. You're going to turn into a cat person soon enough with all these YouTube recommendations coming across your screen. I got a very valid but frustrating parking ticket on the weekend.
Oh, I hate those when you know it's your fault, but you just wish you didn't get caught.
Yeah, so it's Friday night, 9-10 o'clock. I'm at a friend's house. They say, hey, my place has visitor parking. Just go park there. We can hang out. Whatever it may be, right?
Yeah.
Visitor parking is absolutely empty. It's a ghost town. There's about 15 slots open. 3 are taken type of thing. I come out a little later on in the night, got a little flappy thing on my windshield. I didn't even notice the sign. Actually, I haven't even looked at the sign, but apparently it probably says you need like a visitor pass or something.
Oh, how much was this ticket?
Yeah, it's $120.
Holy cow.
And it's just like, what are you doing on a Friday night at 10 o'clock where you're going to an empty visitor parking? You see 10 empty slots, you see 3 that are taken, and you're just like, you know what? I got to do my job right here.
I got to ruin everybody's night.
I got to give all 3 of these $120 tickets because we need to pay for things.
Okay, but can we chat about how did your friend not tell you needed a parking pass? Like, I feel like this is a bit on them for being like, I have visitor parking, come on over.
They were like, yeah, I've lived here for like 2 or 3 years. I don't even have a visitor parking pass.
Oh.
And they sometimes get a park in their driveway, and they sometimes have to park and visit. They were like, yeah, I've gone literally a week without moving my car, and I've never gotten a ticket at my own place. And they don't have a pass in their so they didn't even know that like these security places even come by and
Shawn,
check it out.
I have a theory. I think because it's Toys for Tickets right now.
Yep.
that they might be looking for everybody to ticket so that they can get some more donations for the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
So that everybody can have a Christmas this year, Shawn.
Well, see, and that's a part of why I'm not too upset right now. I'm not screaming is because part of my money is going to go towards that, but at least I would rather make my own donation instead of now I need money in order to buy things for people.
Okay, I just want to say...
I'm starting a GoFundMe so I can afford things now instead of this. I'm kind of angry because they're like...
I'm sensing the anger.
They're like, oh, donate $100. Like, well, now I need $100 to buy my niece a little gift now.
Oh, come on.
Let me make my donation.
Yeah, I just don't think you would. I think that's why they're making you make it. I'm very new to the remote start world. Now
Welcome.
Heard tell of how amazing it is,
Yes.
but I've never really got to experience it. And in September, I bought a used vehicle and they said it had remote start. They gave me the cute little remote for it. And about a week later, it started beeping at me and then it just died.
Your remote was beeping at you?
Yeah, it was like, I'm running out of battery. Hello, help me.
Oh, okay.
And it was September. And so I was kind of like, I'll deal with that later when it's too cold and I need to start my car. Well, last week, so cold. And I continuously was like, I'm going to stop at Audio Designs and ask them to replace this battery.
Yeah.
And finally, I got so frustrated with my bad memory of not stopping. I said to my husband, hey, do you think you could like use some tiny screwdrivers, take this thing apart and see if we have a battery for it?
Yeah, see what kind it needs type of thing.
Yeah. And you know what he said? Oh, there's a USB port on this. I wonder if it charges itself.
Say what?
Yeah. Does yours have a USB port?
I'm grabbing my keys right now. You mean... I don't think mine has it. Yours has... Your charges?
Yeah, it charges. He plugged it in. It was like... diddle-diddle-dink. And then about 2 minutes later, he pressed the key button and doesn't the truck go... Vroom.
I love
I'm
that.
starting up with no problem, warming up the seats for you.
I absolutely love that. I wonder how long the charge holds for.
I don't know, but I feel like it's a game changer either way. I could leave a mini USB charger in my truck all the time and just charge it up every time I get in there.
Yeah, because I think I've had mine for about 2 years now, and I want to say my battery in my starter's it's going on the fritz pretty soon here. I've just noticed some things here or there where it's just maybe doesn't work at such a long range or anything. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to replace this soon. I just know it.
Well, when you do replace it, you should be like, excuse me, can I get one of those cool rechargeable ones?
Well, I don't want to pay for a new gadget. I just want to replace the battery.
Well, sometimes those can be just as expensive as the gadget, John.
True.
But I'll
look
cross my
into
fingers for you.
I'm just jealous over here.
Question for you. I need you to search your brain. Is there anyone harder to buy for than your parents when you're an adult?
Yeah, it's an interesting one because, gosh, it's just like a night out is what I always resort to type of thing, so they don't have to cook or do anything.
Yeah, because I think we have to look at like your parents, my in-laws, everybody, empty nesters, pretty much downsizing, getting rid of things.
Yeah.
Don't really want anything, and they're in the stage of life where if they do want it, they buy it for themselves in July.
Yeah, 100%. They have all the things already. They've gone through a full lifetime of adding and subtracting.
So I'm thinking about my parents right now. I need some help with some gift ideas for what to get them. They're kind of the sandwich generation at this point. They're helping take care of my 3-year-old nephew. They're also helping take care of my ailing grandparents. They're just in there making meals for people. But they're not fussy. Like they don't have napkin rings or anything. People come over for dinner and they eat on Corral plates. So I don't want anything too over the top for them.
Yeah. So you're thinking like experiences maybe? Is there much about that around?
Well, I did look at the list of what's coming to their area and
in the near future.
Yeah, nothing that really interests them.
Yeah.
So I need some more ideas.
What about like
please.
virtual experiences? Aren't there like virtual concerts and stuff still?
No.
Could we look into that?
I think those ended with people being allowed to go outside again.
Yeah. Gift cards for local places.
Oh, okay, Shawn, you're getting somewhere there.
I feel like that's like the last resort, though. You know,
True. I
it's
do
still
want to wrap
good.
something up, put it under the tree.
Yeah, still good, but there has to be some others in between.
780-791-1037. Help me get something for my parents for Christmas that they'll like, please. We're doing a little mixed gift guide because I need some help with some ideas of what to get all the people I have to buy gifts for this year. And we're starting off with my parents.
Yeah, how would you break it down? How would you describe what you're looking for?
I'm looking for a present for some empty nesters. They're decluttering, downsizing, getting rid of stuff, and they're not fussy. So they love to have people over, but they're not into napkin rings and like making the table look great. They're just into making a really good meal and feeding everyone around it.
Okay. One of the suggestions that I liked was from Carla Ray. Now, Carla Ray suggested you get together with maybe some siblings, some cousins, whatever it may be, and give them a dream holiday that you can all pitch in just a tiny little bit towards. Maybe place them somewhere.
I think we have to do that for an anniversary, and after we've saved up a little bit. I only have one brother, so if we're giving them a dream vacation, we're both paying thousands of dollars.
Your splitsies on $1,000. Well, maybe get like some friends involved. I'm sure they welcome friends in.
Sure, we can give that a try. I like the idea. I'm happy for someone else to get that for sure. I love what Katie said. She said they make consumable bags every year for their families, like smoked cheese, jelly, jerky, just kind of putting everything together that at the end of Christmas, they don't have anything left to put away. It's not kind of adding to their clutter in their house or something they have to downsize. It's just something they can enjoy. People come over, it's there, but also that it's kind of a present for them. Yeah,
that's cool. If you can get someone to go around, maybe some local places and grab some stuff and put it all together and drop it off, that'd be a cool gift.
Yeah, Linda also suggested a digital picture frame, but that you can add photos in from far away. So you everybody gets like a code for this picture frame, and you're just like, I'd throw that one on in their living room too. I like that one.
That could be a nice surprise too, just switching up their picture frame whenever you want.
I like it. I think that might be the winner. If you're listening, Mom and Dad, sorry.
Such a fun time. Christmas parade was on the weekend, Saturday night, and the weather just was like so perfect. How did the weekend just be like amazing? Usually it never works out like that, hey?
Never happens. Usually it's like sun, rain, or warm, freezing.
Freezing, yeah. But it was the opposite. Last week it was like -40, weekend -10. Now we're back to -40 again. But hey, the Christmas parade, it was absolutely fantastic. It was great to see the streets just lined with so many people.
Yeah, so many folks came out, and we're all yelling and excited. I don't know how many people I said Merry Christmas to, but probably thousands.
And there's always the one person. It's always so hilarious to see the one person. At least in my mind, I spotted the one person because I was driving, so I had my eyes peeled. I was making sure no one was rushing on the street or anything. And I saw someone in the crowd wearing shorts.
Then I saw him too, and his knees weren't even knocking. Like, I expected him to be shivering.
Well, he was doing a dance. I think he's doing a warm dance to he was just, I don't know if he was in the Christmas spirit or if he was trying to stay warm, a little bit of both, but he was doing a fun dance. So I kept on honking my horn and be like, I like your shorts guy over there.
Okay, here's a question. Do you think that he was lounging around the house and his wife was like, we need to leave immediately, you do not have time to put pants on? Or do you think he just runs hot and was like, the parade's only going to be like 2 hours, I'll be fine outside?
Yeah, I'm picturing him. He lives on the parade route, and maybe this is the first time he's like kind of been to the parade, so he's just like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna go check it out for a hot second and then I'm gonna go back inside, type of thing. And then he didn't realize that it goes for like an hour or so, and so he's just like, oh, I want to go back in and change, but I don't want to miss anything.
I don't want to miss Santa.
That's right, and Santa was there, so it was all good. And hopefully he got to see the big man himself
and warmed up afterwards.
Yeah. I was an annoying neighbor yesterday, Steph, and I just want to apologize to everyone that lives around me for all the nuisance. Thank you. That was going on around noon or so.
At least you're aware that you were the annoying neighbor.
Yeah. I blame the wind. It's kind of me, but it was more so the wind's fault. That's what I'm blaming it on.
Oh, okay.
And so what happened is I have some objects outside of my...
Some objects?
Well, I'm not going to out what I have.
They don't know where you live. Everybody has objects outside their house.
See, there we go. So I have some objects outside of my house, and I have a tarp covering them, okay? And I thought I tucked the tarp in pretty good, and so that it wouldn't make any noise. I thought it was tucked, and all the loose parts were just concealed, and it was just good to go, and I wouldn't annoy not only myself, but I wouldn't annoy anyone around me. And the wind will very easily let you know if you did that correctly.
If your tuck job was legitimate.
100%. Now it's been tucked for a couple weeks now, and it has not made a peep, but that wind yesterday was something else.
And
it found a crease. It found somewhere to hook itself into. And once it hooked itself into a little opening, it just opened the entire floodgates. And originally, so I'm lying down, I'm in bed, and I hear something. It's around noon. I'm like, oh, someone's trying to steal my object underneath my underneath my tarp.
Can we give people a hint? They've been there for only a couple weeks. What could possibly be underneath this tarp?
Anyways, they're trying to steal my objects. And so I get up out of bed and I look out my window. No, it's just my tarp flapping against like my balcony door. I was like, oh, not only am I the annoying neighbor now, I'm the stupid guy with a tarp blowing all over the place. But now I actually have to get dressed and go fix this.
So did you allow the annoyance to continue and be a nuisance, or you actually did get dressed up and go out in that wind?
I surprised myself. I was just like, I could crawl back underneath my covers and deal with it later, or I could deal with it right now. I threw on my coat, sweatpants, big boots, went out there, did a better tuck job, and then I went back inside and I left a little crease, and again 20 minutes later it started flapping, which was the worst because I just undressed again and then hopped back into bed, literally like burritoed myself, rolled around, so I was like so cold from getting back, and just tucked myself in and just like I was like, wow. So then the next time I went out again immediately, and I made sure I grabbed like some rocks and stuff.
Wow.
I just really, really tucked it in. So again, apologies for being the annoying guy.
Yeah, I feel like you got to say to the wind, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you.
Yeah.
You're a bad tucker, Shawn.
No, I'm a good one now. I was bad.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.